All right, let's go. Day number 27 of running paid ads for my SMM agency for e-commerce brands. And yesterday, if you've seen the video, I just launched a new ad set. I wouldn't say a campaign because if you are actually technical, I didn't launch a new campaign, but just an ad set targeting Canada. And from what it seems, there's already one lead from Canada right now. And I think they actually even booked a call, but I won't get distracted right now. So it does seem like it could be an opportunity whenever you are trying to expand towards new places. And I say that because initially with this paid ads, it was targeting USA because that's the best market, hands down. It's the best one, but the thing is that you're competing with too many people. Same with cold email. If you're sending cold emails to everybody in the US, well, almost everybody else is also doing it, right? Because it's the most searched for market, let's say. And the main reason why I'm saying that right now is the following. Because until now, for 25, 26 days, right? However many there were until now. Yeah, 26 days already passed. So for this entire time, I've only used images, static ads. And the main thing is that you don't really build trust by having static ads. It does help to some extent because you don't have to show your face, you don't have to talk, you don't have to record video. So it's a lower, it's not a heavy lift basically. However, in today's age, it is definitely better to have video in most cases with proof, ideally some authority, case studies and so on, right? Like you still need all of those things. But when you put a face on an ad, well, it does become slightly more authentic because it's not a random image. You're not just focusing on the fact that, let's say you're bringing someone of 5 ROAS, right? Like anyone can put that on a picture. But if you also have a face, if you also have some personality, if you also say the right things, if you also have a structure, if you also keep it short and sweet, if you do all of these things, then it is more likely to actually work. So with all of that being said, no, I didn't launch video ads yet, although I do have some scripts and I think I can show you the script. So when I'll switch the camera in a few minutes here, probably 2 or 3, I will show you some scripts from ChatGPT because I do have a framework. So still my framework here if you want. And basically I do have 3 variations where the structure is pretty simple. So I can tell you the structure right now. It's hook around 5 seconds, the body around 40 seconds, and then the outro 10 seconds. So it can be anywhere between 20 to 40, 50 seconds. It depends. If you talk faster, if you want to keep it short, then it is more likely for you to actually go for it fairly quick. And the goal with it is actually to get someone to click and then go to a landing page or have an instant form. But the main point is to get qualified leads. So this is the benefit when you actually run a video ad. You can actually explain what you're doing and who you're helping, because in most cases most people won't read the body copy. Even I don't read the body copy on ads. No one does. I would say no one does. I mean, who am I to know exactly what everyone does, but in most cases it is a lower likelihood of someone actually reading the entire copy, especially if it's longer. However, if they start watching a video and it piques their interest, if the hook is good, then it can work. So for example, let me tell you one hook, although I'll switch here to the MacBook in a second to show you in ChatGPT. But one of the hooks is the following: your competition is scaling with meta ads. Are you falling behind? All right, this is not the best actually. So this is where ChatGPT is falling behind actually. So we'll have to teach him a lesson here or two. Like, don't be this dry. Make some better hooks, you know. of course, you have to tell him and give him instructions, right? Like, it's not ChatGPT's fault that I gave him some instructions and then I don't like the result, right? Like, yeah, that's the point. Practice, practice, practice. However, what I want to show you when I switch the camera right now is that Canada did get one lead. And I do have quite a few leads actually right now that I actually have to contact, to follow up with. So life is getting busier. I actually had to buy a new phone. Finally, after 5 years, S24 Ultra. Yeah, it's an S24 Ultra. I don't even know how to use the pen. Honestly, I will have to check, like, how do you use the pen and is it actually useful or is it just a gimmick? But yeah, switched my S10 Plus for almost 4 or 5 years. Like, it's crazy that I feel that a 1K phone is expensive, which it kind of is, but still, like, if you actually do the math, how much you use it, it's like 10 cents, not even 10 cents per hour. It's like 1 cent per hour, I think, something like that. I mean, it's very, very cheap if you actually do the math. And that's why you actually always need to think in terms of value, because this is why someone could be paid $1 an hour, and even that is like useless, because if it's a useless task, it's way too expensive. Because think like this: how much do you pay for a taxi, right? It's a low amount actually sometimes if you think of the time gained, and also with services in general. Like, if you think of Netflix, how much time, energy it would take you to produce a movie, right? Like, you couldn't even do that. Like, it would take you way too much. And actually, when a phone is launched, released, so for example, OneNote actually did this, if I'm not mistaken, or no, Nothing phone, they did this. It cost them around $23 million to design one phone. $23 million. And I think it's more for Samsung here and same for Apple, but why is it worth it? Well, if you sell 22 million, basically, let's think about it. If we do the math here, it costs you around 1,000 a phone, something like that, right? But still, yeah, it would be really, really hard to make a profit. So that's way too much. 22 million. It might need to cost you like 10 million, and if you sell 20 million, then you could have a 50% profit margin, and that would work, right? But we're really getting into the weeds here, right? So, not to get this video into way too many subjects, but let's switch the camera and look at the ads and also at the video copy that I'm probably going to shoot later today, most probably. So let's switch the camera. All right, so first off, let's look at the ad account. If you look at yesterday, nothing, basically nothing. $25 in amount spent and no leads. However, let's not forget that we did get 7 clicks, so it's not useless. I won't show you the metrics log just because it wasn't updated yet, but it will be tomorrow. And if we go here in the campaign, you'll see that today, so let me select today, we actually have 1 lead from Canada. So good start here. As you can see, the cost per click is higher. However, it's the lowest CPM in Canada. I'm not sure if Canada is one of the best countries, but as you can see here, male between 45, 44, that might be the case. And you always need to remember that you just need a few people to work with, right? In the high ticket or let's say agency space. Like, you just need 3, 4, 5 people in this entire world and you'll do well for yourself. However, let's look at the video scripts, because until now, everything that has been used is basically a screenshot from Shopify, which was not photoshopped. So real results, definitely made 2 million here during Q4 with the brand. But let me show you here. So let me show you the prompt first of all. And yeah, let's look at this. Use this data input and create me 3 variations for an ad that would have a max of around 25 to 50 seconds for my agency Squadrax. That works with eCom brands that already spend on meta ads and and or are looking to grow with paid media. Focus on their possible pain points by considering its business owners or marketing managers. Considering its, all right. So not the best grammar here, but good enough. And then I put here a prompt that I have from a mentor of mine. And then you can see here the free variations of short ads for your agency. And here is the variation number 1. I won't go over each one, so you can pause right now and pause right now again if you want to look over it, and you can pause right now again if you want to. So let me just go over the first one. So struggling to get consistent results from your meta ads. Well, this is pretty self-explanatory. It's not necessarily the best one, but it's decent. And then the body kind of sucks, honestly, because like Ad Squadrax, we specialize in helping e-commerce brands just like yours. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is the best start, honestly. You should focus more on the person who's actually looking at this, right? And if you start talking about yourself, it's not necessarily the best. If you're tired of rising ad costs and unpredictable returns, all right, it's fine. And click below to book a free strategy call. So this is basically what I'm planning to film. Shouldn't be that hard. I just need to have it broken down here in the body and definitely refine it, because some parts are okay. If you're tired of rising ad costs and unpredictable returns, let us handle your ads. This is all right, but this, yeah, it's a little bit dry. So I would definitely change it. But there are some good parts in here. So this is what I would prompt ChatGPT. You can definitely give it some additional data or just copy paste what I have here and it should work. If you need it, just comment and I will probably reply in the comment section if you want it. Otherwise, let's switch the camera. All right, so as you can see, basically I'm showing you most of the things that I'm doing because competition is welcome. Basically, there isn't even too much competition in this world, right? Meaning that if you're good at something, eventually you will find the right people, partners, businesses to work with. And that's because, like, for example, even myself, I can't work with 100 brands. If I would work with 100 brands, I would have to have a bigger team. I would never open Ads Manager ever again, probably. I would have to be in meetings most of the time, checking people's calendar and so on. Like, yeah, it's not the best. I mean, you definitely need to focus on what you're better at, and over time you also grow, right? So maybe you don't even want to do the work anymore, so that's also fine. But personally, I do want to be in the trenches as well right now, so I don't have any issue with like doing some leadership, also doing the work, also being on calls and so on, right? But that's also because I enjoy the game. It's not the same for everyone, right? So that's why you need to know your own preferences and how you want your calendar to look like, basically, because you are the one who decides. So with all of that being said, that's pretty much all for today. Hope you got something out of it. If not something right now, at least something that you might be using in the future, because writing video ads is a skill. Like, not many people are actually doing it and doing it well. So it's a high demand one, actually. So with all of that being said, that's pretty much it for now. I have quite a few calls today and other things to do. So we'll see each other tomorrow. And until then, peace out.